All right, so this is a different space in my kitchen, as you can see, and a different workout. So if you know me and you've been to a lot of my classes, you know that I also teach barre, and I like to mix it with yoga because I feel like it just creates a better, more holistic workout. And normally I'd play lots of fun, loud music, so I suggest if you want to do this, you can turn on your own music that you love to make it more enjoyable. If you want, you can grab 1 to 2 pound weights. I have threes here, but I recommend using a lot less. And you don't have to hold anything at all, especially if you've never done this before, because it is tiring. Barre uses tiny little movements, and you don't get a ton of rest. And I also have a yoga block. So if you have a block, you can bring it, or some of the things you could use a pillow, but I wouldn't use it if you don't have a block. Just let those moves go. I also have my mat here on the kitchen floor, which is not going to be very soft. So I'd say you can do your stretches somewhere else. But anyway, let's have a little fun, little strength. This is thanks to one of my barre ladies who asked for the arm workout. So I am recording this so that we all get to have a little fun. Okay, so first it's very great to just reconnect. So I want you to find what we call a mountain pose in yoga. So stand firmly on your mat, take a nice deep breath, and feel down into your feet. And I want you to feel all 10 toes. And in your mind, can you feel each one individually? That's just going to calm your mind down as it starts to move to just one small area in your body. And once you have them pressed down, push into the ball of the foot, and then the outer heel and the inner heel. Take your shoulders back and think tall through the crown of the head. So what I want you to do is put one hand on your tailbone, one on the back of your head, and think about lengthening those 2 points. Tail down, crown up. And then soften your knees and shine them over the midline of your toes and take a nice deep breath. And then move your hands. One can be on the upper part of your lungs or on your chest, and the other deep down on your belly. And I want you to move your lower hand. Take a nice deep breath in. And then let it go. One more, just to feel your body, feel that you're grounded, and to get your mind inside instead of out wherever it's wandering. All right, so we're going to let that go. Hopefully you have some music on if you want. We're just going to warm up. So in the warm up, we really only do this for the first part of class. The rest of class is a lot slower. But I want you to think about is buttoning a tight pair of jeans. You want to use the transverse abdominals, and that's going to lift your knee. So feel those same muscles lift your knee. And then you just reach and pull. Nice deep breath. And here into your foot, I want you to push down. So feel down into the toes, down into the heel. And stretch across the shoulders. Feel how great that is. Nice deep breath. And I promise, it's not a cardio workout. It's just the beginning to get you warm, get you going. Nice deep breath. And then reach and pull front and back. So here you're going to open your chest and open your shoulders. Yes. And keep scooping up the belly. So you use your abs to lift the knee. And remember those first 2 points we did, crown of the head and tail? I want you to keep lengthening. Yeah. It's going to use your abs the whole time. Nice deep breath. And one more each side. And then push down into one foot. Opposite hand, opposite knee. Once you get one, you're usually able to do it. And then just keep it going. So if you have music on, you can kind of go to the beat, go to your breath, and really breathe. So here I like to push down into all sides of the foot that's on the ground. And you'll feel that stretch through the side as you lift the arm. And one more each side. And then we're going to reach up and pull down. So here again, use your abs to bring your knee up. And when you exhale, that's going to help massage your belly and work out any kinks in the low back. And keep coming up nice and straight in between. Yeah. Last two. And last one. Come on down. Inhale, reach up. And here you can clasp your hands and just take a little back bend by taking your tailbone back. So what that feels like is your tail's a little bit behind. That's going to help your low back have more space. And then gently exhale. Separate your feet so your knees are in the same direction as your toes. Take one hand down and one over. And then breathe very deeply through your largest side. Let that stretch. In and out. Relax the shoulders. One more. And then inhale up. And exhale other side. So press your hand down, sweep over, and let your shoulders rest back. Really relax them. And how's your breath? Can you send it down into the lowest part of your belly? It's going to naturally calm you. When finishing up our warm-up, clasp your hands, tuck your chin, and you can push out. So here, we're a little bit out of alignment, but we're just kind of giving a wiggle and stretching the shoulders. One more nice deep breath. And then exhale, hands come back, tailbone comes back, heart lifts. Think about lengthening up through the crown, so opening up your chest, yeah. And then one more deep breath, and we're going to let it go. All right, so here is where you're going to take your weights. So whether you have water bottles, no weights at all, this can be challenging, so it's totally up to you. You want to take your block if you have a block and put that right between your feet. And that gives an option to work your legs. And then you want to lengthen the toes down on the mat and grip. Lengthen the heels back at the same time that you push into the block. And so that's going to use your inner thighs. It turns them on. And then give a little knee bend and let your knees guide right over the midline of the toes. Shoulders roll back, tailbone back, and really feel the strength in your abs. So I want you to knit together your ribs. And then think about buttoning your tight pair of jeans. Yeah, you've got it. And then elbows come up. And the key here is to have your elbows shoulder height and not too far back. So they might be in your vision just a little bit. All right, once you've got it, little tiny pulse and pulse and pulse. So if you've never done this before, the pulse is as tiny as can be. So bar stays within the strength phase, unlike normal weightlifting where you almost get a rest when you go the whole way up. Bar just stays right here. So if you look at your elbow, you're just drawing maybe less than an inch up and down. And how's your breath? I want you to feel into the feet. Take a nice deep breath into the abs. And relax around the neck. If you hold tension, I want you to think about lengthening and breathing into that, letting it go. Soft knees, open heart, and little tiny pulse. So this is why we love music, because we do a lot of the same little repetitions. So maybe if you don't have music, think into your breath. Can you feel each inhale and each exhale? For 3, 2, down and hold. Up an inch, down and hold. So really watch yourself. I want you to only come down and then up an inch, down and up. So where you're going to feel this, so keep going, where you're going to feel this is right around your bra line there, around the back side of your shoulders. You're going to feel the squeeze and the squeeze. And keep finding your alignment. Add some air around the collarbones. Nice deep breath there, lengthening up through the crown. Tailbone down. Knees soft in line with the toes. So if you want more leg work while we're doing this, you just bend a little bit. You bend a little bit deeper. Belly in. 3 and 2. Now stay at the bottom, and we're going to pulse up in 3s. So up, 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 and down. Lift, 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 and down. So we're not really making the motion any bigger. We're just segmenting it. So it's a lot of work for your arms. I know, breathe deep, take breaks when you want, and just jump back in. And can you scan down your body? Are you holding anything tight that doesn't have to be? I want you to guide that space to relax. Nice breath for 3 and 2 and 1. So come down and little circle and pause. Small circle and pause. So the key here is keeping quiet in your torso. So can you hug your ribs in to quiet them down? Can you soften around your neck, around your eyes? Even around your low back if you feel like you get tense there. Last one. And then reverse. So come up, forward, and in. Up, forward, yes. Nice deep breath. And keep guiding your mind down your body. What can you relax? What can you comfort? What can you soften? And last one. All right, so we are going to stay here and do little motion back and back. So I want you to keep your ribs quiet. It's very tiny. Very, very tiny. For 3 and 2, and then little tiny L's. So it's up, down, back, and in. Up, down, back, and in. I know it's a lot, so breathe through. Give yourself breaks when you need. Comfort your body. Remind yourself that you're there for you. You're getting strong. All this effort counts. Little tiny L's for 3, 2, 1. And then stay, and 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So all my bar friends will tell you that 10 quick pulses means that you're done with that set. So just shake it out. We'll really stretch in a moment. Just give yourself a little breather. Take a nice deep breath. And then we're going to work on our triceps. So I want you to turn your block sideways and then bend your knees deeply. So just like you were a skier and you're just looking down that edge, you want to shift your tailbone back, round the head forward. So that same thing we did, if you saw yourself in the mirror that these 2 points are lengthening, I want you to keep them straight and just take them on the diagonal. And then knit your ribs together, pull your shoulders back so that the tailbone come out, and then look at your knees and guide them over the midline of the toes. All right, so you worked your shoulders. We're now going to get to our triceps. You take your elbows up as high as you can. Straighten your arm and then pause. Take a nice deep breath. Roll the shoulders back. So what I want you to be mindful of is as we work, I don't want you to slouch. So I want you to keep pinching the shoulder blades back as if you're holding a pencil between them. And then straight arms, we just lift and lift. So if you feel like your back is about to round, what I want you to do is stand up straight. If you think you can keep this posture, then you're welcome to stay here with me. And here, now, just like last time I told you the squeeze was more around your bra line, this time it's in the triceps. So I want you to think about squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. So sometimes I see some students like moving their wrists. So instead of your wrist, just let it be the tricep. And same deal, sometimes you'll see people moving the elbows. Just keep them nice and almost straight and just think about that squeeze in the tricep. Shoulders back. And breathe. Where's your breath? Let it guide you and comfort you. Relaxing around the neck, the shoulders, a little tiny squeeze in the arm. For 4, 3, 2, come on up and stay, and then take the hands towards each other and towards each other. Yes. So keep rolling the shoulders back. If you feel like it's too much leg work to lean over, too much pressure on the arms, I want you to stand up, walk around while you do this, but take the arms towards each other and in and in. And in, nice deep breath, opening the heart, lengthening the tail, lengthening the crown. 2, 1, little L's, in, up, down, and out. In, up, down, and out. Yes, so you're drawing a little L with the hands. And my guidance is that it doesn't have to be perfect. So I want you to just keep moving, that little tiny motion. Keep yourself in the strength phase. Yeah. And how's your breathing? Relax in the face, relax in the arms, relax in the neck. You've got this. If you want more, bend the knees. If you want less, stand straight, walk around. 3, 2, 1. Come on up, little bend in the elbow, push straight. Little bend and push. So I want that little bend to be as little as possible. Little bend and push. Little bend and push. So remember, you can squeeze that block, but you don't have to. Or a pillow, something down there. Nice deep breath for 3, 2, and then up, little circle. Just think about circling the arms as tiny as can be. Roll the shoulders back, open your chest. Lengthen out and relax around the neck. 2, 1, reverse. Yes. Little tiny circle. Not too big, not too big. Bend the knees, lengthen the crown, the tail. 2, 1, palms face up and lift. So we're almost there. Roll your shoulders back. A lot of times right around here is where I see slouching. So really bring the shoulders back. Give yourself the gift of posture. For 3, 2, 1. Little scissor in and out. In and out. So scissors towards each other. In and out. We're almost there. 5, shoulders roll back. 4, 3, 2, up. 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We made it. So drop the weight down. Take a nice breath. Inhale and exhale. And then take your weight, bring it up, and we're going to gently stretch. So allow your hand to hold your elbow, and then breathe. And here, as you get quiet in your body, I want you to scan down. Where do you need comfort? Where do you need calm? And can you breathe that into your own space? Wherever you need it, I want you to give yourself that gift. Nice deep breath. And then gently take the hand and bring it back here. So you have options. You can rest it on your back, and that's going to stretch your shoulder. Or if you're able to hold your weight, you can hold on to it. Another option is just to hold a towel back there or a strap if you have it. But the point is just to open this shoulder and relax this tricep. Yeah. Nice deep breath. And keep scanning your body and letting yourself relax. The key is that getting in touch with your body, learning to listen so that you can comfort and care. And then slowly that becomes a stronger, less afraid version of ourselves. Because your body knows that you're going to be heard. So when it says it needs a break, and you listen, there's more security and confidence that's built. So one more deep breath in. And then exhale, take the hand with the weight, wrap it around your front, and then allow that shoulder to relax. So yeah, you can feel all your shoulder work starting to rest now. And you can take your eyes across your body and just breathe deeply. And again, what needs comfort, what needs care. Find that space and then give it to your body. Deep breath. Then you can flip your palm, open your heart, and relax a little. Where do you need comfort, calm, all those. And then gently inhale, and exhale, we'll switch. So hand and weight switches, this tricep bends, and then breathe. So first I want you to just get length. Think about the lifting upwards, relax the shoulders, and at all times, listen to your body. So if anything feels like it's too deep of a stretch, just come out of it, find something else that works. Nice deep breath, comfort, relax. And then the hand that has the weight, or the opposite hand, you're going to reach back towards the weight. So if you can hold on to it, but if you can't, I want you to just relax. Just let your shoulder open. No rush there. It's all about comfort and connection and letting your body have what it needs. And then just notice how you feel. Is there anything speaking to you from your body? And how can you care for that space? And then one more deep breath in. And exhale, the hand that has the weight wraps around. You hug that shoulder down. You can gently look across. And just keep moving a little bit. And breathe into the space that you feel the work. So I want you to rest that. Relax it. And then you can flip your palm. And gently breathe again. Inhale. And exhale, we'll let our weights go. So clear off your mat. And now is when I like to do either core work with our arms, like planks, or sun salutations. We're going to do sun salutations. So I know, why do we hold ourselves up after our arms are so tired from that? It's because I want you to feel like you have to use your core since your arms are tired. So I'll guide you through that. But find your mountain pose. Find all four corners of each foot. So that feels like putting the outer edge down, the ball of the foot down, the inner heel. Shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath, hands at the heart or just open. Feel your breath. We'll start to move. Inhale and reach up. So lengthen your body, and then exhale, bend the knees in line with the toes and dive down. Chest lowers, hands to shins, front of the toes, lengthen the back flat. Inhale and exhale, relax. Knees bend, step your right leg back. And left knee, I want you to guide the knee right over the toes. So making sure that your ankle, knee, and toes are going in the same line. Inhale. And then exhale, hip shift back for down dog. So if you don't want down dog today, you're going to drop your knees and just shift back to puppy pose or child's pose. But if you've got it, I want you to push your hands down, spin your armpits out. And as you push your hands down, think about lifting the tail and opening your chest. Knees soft, so the heels don't have to be down. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And then inhale forward to your plank. So plank can be kneeling or it can be on your toes. I want you to line up your shoulders with your wrists. So take a nice deep breath in, feel your strength. And then exhale, slowly lower, as slow as you want, hugging the elbows in all the way to the mat, toes point back. And then squeeze your glutes, and inhale, lift the crown of the head. At the same time, try to let your tailbone to come out instead of down. So baby cobra, breathe in, and then exhale, tuck your toes and push and pull back to down dog. And take a nice deep breath. What do you need to let go of here? Really breathe it out. One more, inhale, and exhale. And then knees bend, and you'll step your right leg forward this time. So that's the knee that's right beneath you. And then line up your knee, ankle, and toes again. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, step forward and let yourself relax. You can just shake it out, yes and no. Knees bend and inhale the whole way up. I'm going to change my mat just to be on that diagonal so you can see back alignment a little better. I'm going to do that one more time. So inhale, rise up. And then exhale, dive down. Hands to shins or under the toes, lengthen the back flat. And then exhale, let it go. Knees bend and left leg steps back first this time. And you want to align again. Find your knee shining over the midline of your toes. Inhale and exhale back. Push down into the hands. Take a nice deep breath in. Knees soft, tailbone up, crown of the head long. Exhale. Plank. Inhale forward. So again, you choose kneeling or lifted. Your body will tell you. I want you to really listen to it. Inhale, and then exhale, slowly lower, hugging the elbows in, all the way or halfway to the mat, and then inhale up. So your other option is up dog. You take your shoulders back, crown of the head long, and open up your collarbone. Yeah. Tailbone, keep letting it come out instead of in. Nice deep breath in, and then exhale back. And take a nice deep breath out. So find a calming breath here. Inhale. And exhale, bend the knees and step the left leg forward. So I want you to find your alignment. Feel both feet pushing down so the arches feel active and open. Inhale. And exhale, step together. Nice deep breath. Inhale and rise up. And exhale, hands to heart. Okay, so we're going to do that with our breath. So I want you to really cue into your breath and take one where you fully feel your inhale, fully feel your exhale, and then we're going to move with your breath. So inhale to rise, feel your breath come in. Exhale, knees soft, dive down. Hands to shins or under the toes, breathe in. On the exhale, dive down, knees bend. Right leg steps back, breathe in. Step back to down dog or puppy pose, exhale. Plank pose, inhale, kneeling or lifted. Exhale, halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, back to down dog. Knees bend, inhale, right leg steps forward. Exhale, close the feet. Inhale up. We're going to do that one more time. So follow your breath. Dive down. Feel how alive it is to move with the inhale. So breathe in, flat back. Breathe out, relax. Knees bend, left leg back. Breathe in. Down dog. Exhale. Inhale, plank. How's your breath? Notice it to lower. How does it help you lift and open? How does it help you find peace when you move back? Knees bend, left leg inhale forward. Feel that opening. And then exhale, relaxing. Inhale the whole way up. And exhale, hands to heart. So great job. I want you to be able to see my feet now, so I'm going to move this just a little bit. And here's where you're going to want your countertop or a chair. So I'm just going to use a countertop height, but everything is great here. So if you do have a block, you can have that close as well, but if you don't, that is an optional. So here, I want you to think down into your feet. So find that mountain again, shoulders back, tailbone out, crown up, and then you feel like you're also knitting together your ribs, opening your hips. Okay, so one hand on your countertop, that's going to be your balance. And here we're going to lift our heels up, look down, and make sure your knees aren't going out or in, but they're in line with your toes, and then your ankles are as well. And then you're going to give a tiny bend in your knee, and find your transverse abdominals again. Button that tight pair of jeans while also letting your tail be out instead of not under. We don't want that. We want it to be back. Yeah. crown of the head up. All right, nice deep breath in. And then exhale, bring it down. So we're going to come up, bend the knees, find them in line with the toes, and exhale down. So just a few of these coming up, bend the knees and down. So think about buttoning your tight pair of jeans and keeping your tailbone out. So your calves are going to work without any effort. So that's why I really need you to focus on your abdominals. Yeah, shoulders come back. So if you want to practice balance, that's where you let go of the countertop. You try to do it in your body, but I really want you to feel safe. So hold on as much as you want. 3. And watch your ankles that they don't click forward. You still want to have them fluid, that there's a tiny bend. And then come on down. Take your outside foot, wrap it around the inside foot, and then a little lift up and all the way down. Little lift up and all the way down. Keep buttoning your tight pair of jeans, relaxing the tail. And you're getting to enjoy my kitty moose exercising with us. Last 3 and 2 and 1. So come on down, shake that out. And then your inside foot, wrap it around your outside one. Shoulders come back, belly in, little lift up and all the way down. Little lift up and all the way down. So let your tailbone come out. If it really feels like it's crunching, I want you to think about lifting up through the crown and letting go of any tension there. So it's all into our mind the more we work and align. It's just awareness and then little slight touches of movement. So take the tail out. Yeah. 3 and 2 and 1. So come on down, roll out your ankles. You might even want to push the foot into the mat. All right, so we're going to work your thighs next, moving up a little bit. So if you do have a block, this is going to be harder work if you stand on it. So if you don't have a block, just stand on the ground. It's not needed at all. So if you've got a block, I want you to put, we'll start with your closest foot to the counter or chair. Put that on and then find where you feel safe and secure. So I want mountain foot here. We all have a tendency to do weird things with our feet. So you might rock in where your arch comes out, or you might rock onto the outside of your foot. So to help us to find balance, think into each toe like you started class. Push it down. And then the ball of the foot, outer heel, inner heel. And then bend your knee and guide it in the middle of your toes. So shoulders back, crown of the head up. And I want you to find your tailbone here so that your tail is out. And then crown of the head lifts. And here you're going to take your opposite leg forward on a diagonal. And then a little bend in your knee so that it's not hyperextended. Yeah. Tail out, crown up. And as if there was a string on the thigh, I want you to just lift the leg. And lift. And lift. Now some of us will want to really do this from our hip flexor. Your hip flexor is going to have to help. But I want you to ask your body, how could I do this without using my hip flexor as much? And then maybe that's going to put more work into your thigh, really sculpting it. Soften the standing knee. Align it with the toes. And a nice deep breath. So if you want to find your balance, you can let go here. And it's the same as the arm work. I want these movements to be nice and tiny. And then scan your body. Where's there tension that you don't need it? And can you breathe and let that go? Button your tight pair of jeans. Roll your shoulders back. And line up the crown and the tail. 3, 2, and then up, pause. I want you to take your thigh and move it in and in. So now you're working your inner thigh muscle. You can feel that squeeze. Soften the standing knee. Guide it over the toes. Find your mountain foot so that your arch lifts. For 3, 2, little L. So I want you to come in, up, down, and out. In, up, down, and out. Yes, and breathe deep. Nice deep breath. Can you let go of any tension? You've got this. And I know it's tough. So I need you to breathe through, take breaks whenever you want. For 3 and 2. Last one. All right, come back to start. Take a breath and try to relax your hip flexor. We're going to really work the thigh. We are going to point the toe and then bend. Point the toe, bend. And it's almost like you're going to turn the inside of your ankle up, out and point, and bend. Yeah. So now here, can you line up your standing hip with your knee? So sometimes we can push it out, so you stand a little bit taller. Yes, and then last 2, last 1. Great job. All right, so take a break, just bring it down, and I want you to take your outside foot that was lifted, take it back, give your hip flexor a break by reaching that same side arm up and then a little bend. And here we still want our knees in line with the toes, and a nice deep breath, shoulders back. And breathe. Can you relax the face, the jaw? And one more deep breath in. And let it go and shake it out. All right, so I know that this sounds crazy, but I want you to stand with the exact same side. So the inside leg is going to go back on the block like it was, and then you're going to take that outside leg, and instead of being in front, we're bringing it behind. So here from the side, it would just look like this. Soft knee, you're going to work your glutes and the outside of your glutes now. So bring it back. I want you to think about your corner seat is what Barre calls it. It's that upper outer part of your glutes and a little tiny squeeze. So your knees bent and you're just squeezing and lifting. So working from the hamstring all the way up the corner seat. And then align this hip again. Try to line it up with the knees, the toes. I know Barre is not easy, so breathe deep. Relax into the tail, button the tight pair of jeans. And try to soften your body. Find the alignment, find the breath. You've got this. Breathing deep, letting go of tension in the face and jaw. For 3, 2, come on up and stay. And then we're finding our L's, so you're going to bring your foot in. So just in at first. No need to lift up, so just squeeze in. It's almost like you're kicking that leg back. And then find some relaxation around the tailbone again. Can you let it go? Breathe deep. Relaxing the face. 2 and 1. Little L's. Back, up, down, out. Back, up. So if this is too much, that L's is too crazy, then just let yourself do anything you want. So a nice deep breath. Belly in. Crown of the head tall. Last 2. And last 1. All right, so shake that out. So that leg that just worked, I want you to flex it. Take it on top of the leg that was on the block and then sit back. So here you are stretching out that side. Nice deep breath. Shoulders roll back. Face is soft. I just got the low battery message on my computer. So I'm going to have to get my cord. This is what happens when we're quarantined. Okay, so find yourself stretching, and I'll be back in a sec. Hopefully you enjoyed your water break. And having a little more time before we got into the other side. All right, so now we are good to go. So hopefully you shook it out, took a break, grabbed a drink. And the second side. All right, so if you can, you're going to move your chair over here, but so I face you, I'm going to stay facing you and keep my counter. So I want you to put the opposite foot on the block. In the same way that we started, I want you to feel secure. So can you think into that foot? Can you push down all 5 toes? Inner heel, outer heel, shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath. Relax. And then take your leg that's on the side that you haven't worked yet. I want you to swing it forward. Soften that knee. Line up this standing hip with the knee. And then as if you had a strain on your thigh, you're just going to lift and lift. Yes, shoulders back, crown of the head tall, tailbone out, nice deep breath. And keep thinking about length and opening. A lot of times we can get tight, especially when we're stressed. And so during this season, keep scanning your body and just seeing where could I add space, what needs space, and what needs care. And then find that for your body. Breathe into it. Soft standing knee, and think about the squeeze, and squeeze, and squeeze. Yeah, so you're sculpting this muscle. Nice deep breath. We're not here for long. Our leg muscles are enough work. We don't have to do too many reps. 3, 2, and then up, stay, and move it towards you. And in, and in. Yes, nice deep breath. And keep pressing down into the foot. And lengthening up into the crown. And where does your body need care? Find space wherever you feel tight. 2, 1, little L. So in, up, down, and out. In, up, yep. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to keep you moving, keep you breathing. Find what you need. Relax the tail, lengthen through the crown for 3 and 2. Last one, just stay. We're going to point the toe and then bring the inside of the ankle up. Point the toe, bring the inside, yes. And I know I wish I was there with you to see how you're doing, to help you with your posture, but I'm sure you're doing it right. If you're listening in, you're taking breaks, you're readjusting, trying to line up the knees with the midline of the toes, lengthening the crown, the tail. You got it. For 3 and 2. And that's the last one. I want you to take that leg back, release the block if you have it, put the heel down, open up your hip flexor and lift the same side arm and just give yourself a nice curve. And here, line up your knees. So if you feel like this knee behind you is rocking in, I want you to rock it out. Yeah, nice deep breath. Can you breathe all the way up your wrist, down to that back ankle? Nice deep breath. And one more in here. And exhale, let it go. All right, shake it out. And here's that same crazy comment. We're going back up on the exact same side. So the foot that was just on the block, I want you to reset that. Find where you feel good. And then once you feel all right, you're going to take that leg that was now in front of you, behind you. And think about the corner seat, that outer hip. And all of my bar students say that the second side is harder because it was the standing leg that was actually working. So I apologize now, but it's making you a more strong, supportive figure. So think into the corner seat and then think about squeeze to lift the leg and squeeze. And can both of your knees find some softening? So if you want to bend the standing knee, it's going to be harder. The back leg, I just want a fluid bend, so it's almost straight. And again, it's this corner seat that you feel like you're working, as well as the hamstring. It all depends on your own body and what you're not used to using. So give yourself a ton of grace if you're feeling different things. Lengthen up through crown, tailbone, nice deep breath for 3, 2, 1. Now take the leg towards you and in, yes. So using that inner thigh again, yeah. And keep lining up this hip, lining up the knee and the toes, and pushing down into the 4 corners of that foot. Lengthen up, breathe. You've got it. And can you breathe through your body? Where are you tight? Do you need more abs to open up the back? Do you need more shoulders to open up the heart? Find what you need. Last 2 and 1. Little L's. In, up, down, and out. In, up, down, and out. So again, they're little teeny tiny movements and they don't have to be perfect. The goal is that you stay moving. And that is going to sculpt your body. It's going to help support you. So again, breathe down your body. What could you loosen? What could you soften? You've got this. 1 more breath. 2 and 1. So come on down. Get rid of the block. Take the foot that was behind you. Cross it over. Flex the ankle and sit back. And be gentle. And you can play around here if you want to guide that knee down, up. Just keep trying to line up the ankle and the knee in the same plane. Yeah, and you can rock the hips back and forth. Whatever it is that you need. All right, so that was a lot. So I'm going to give you some stretches now. So I want you to come down to the mat to care for your body. So take your right leg and guide it underneath you, and then take your left leg across. So you have one leg on the mat. So this can look a lot of ways. Right leg down, left leg could just be open into easy sit. You could stack, or if you can come the whole way across, come on across. Another way to modify is to lengthen out the lower right leg. So once you've got it, I want you to hug your right arm around your left leg. So you're turning towards your knee, and then the other hand will be behind you, and you're going to lift nice and tall. So hopefully you feel that stretch out of your butt that you just worked. Shoulders come back, chest opening, face soft. Take a nice deep breath in. Now if you want a little more, you're welcome to take your hands, so it'll be your right hand and your left foot, and lift that leg. And then to counterbalance, you take your left arm back. But if you're going to choose that option, the key is to not let your back round. I want you to make sure you're lifting it tall through the crown and down through the tail. Shoulders rolling back, yeah. As if you're holding something between the blades. And a nice deep breath. And what can you appreciate or enjoy in this moment? Is there any light, any breath, any comfort at all that you can appreciate? Soak it in. Science says that we need to soak in a positive for 15 seconds in order to create a pathway there. And then gently bring that foot back down if you have it up. And I want you to open a little more. So here you might want to stack the feet and your knees, or even come to easy pose. And use your hands and walk your sit bones back. That's going to help create more folding forward from a good posture. Inhale, lift up, hands push down. And then exhale, lean forward and hands move front. And you can tuck your chin and just let yourself relax. So take the tailbone back and take deep breaths all the way down into your low belly. Loose. And down into your hips. And then we're going to go over each knee. So walk your hands over to one knee and lengthen away. Lengthen the side waist and really work your back with all of that standing work. So breathe into it. And then gently move to the other side, across your knee, your chin, and ground your tail. Nice deep breath in and out. And then come up. Nice and tall, shoulders roll back, then we'll switch. So your left leg's on the mat, your right leg is either going to touch your shin, cross, or have a nice easy pose, or lengthen out your left leg. Alright, so once you have your option, I want you to turn towards your knee. So that's going to be your left arm on your right knee, and then your opposite hand is behind you to lift tall. Shoulders roll back. And can you use your breath? Each exhale takes you deeper. Softening the face and the jaw. And how's your breathing? Just one more. Really exhale. That's going to massage your belly. If you want to take the foot into your hand, it's going to be your left hand holding your right foot. Lift that up. Turn back, and then your right arm can rise as well. And again, find yourself on your sit bones instead of leaning back. Lean forward, lift up, shoulders back. And breathe down that long outer edge of your leg. And wherever you are in your twist, use the exhale. The exhale is the gift. So breathing out to massage your lower back. One more inhale. And then exhale and come on forward. And here you're going to be more open. So maybe you want to stack your knees, your feet, or come to an easy pose where your foot is more forward. So either way, you're crossed and open. Take your hands or your sit bones back. Hands behind to help lengthen you. Breathe up through the crown. And then exhale, lean forward and let yourself relax. And just breathe. Find a deep breath that moves your back. That's where we want to stretch, as well as the hips. And then gently walk your hands to one knee and lengthen your low back all the way through the side waist. And then gently walk to the other side and let yourself breathe. And gently inhale and walk on up. And exhale, roll the shoulders back. Alright, so we're going to come down onto your mat, so make sure you have enough room to lay your back down. And that will give you a better angle, hopefully. So here, if you want to use your abs, you're just going to roll down nice and slow, as if you button that tight pair of jeans again, and then you lay down your spine one by one. Alright, take one knee in, so hug it tight, you pick the knee, and then rock the ankle both directions. So all those leg raises, here's where you want to work it out. So rock the ankle. Other leg, you could flex for a moment just to lengthen the calf. And then lift the knee that you're holding with the heel up, hold behind the leg, and roll the ankle again. Nice deep breath. Relax around the jaw and the face. Inhale and exhale. So the breath is what's going to help you here. And then opening your inner thigh that you worked hard. I want you to let that leg fall open. Your elbow's going to be on the ground. You can just catch your leg. The other hand can hold your hip in place if that does help you, if it's lifting. Or you can send the arm out if you feel like that helps counterbalance. Nice deep breath in and out. So one more, really let it loosen. And then gently bend that knee. And you can tuck the toes behind your opposite leg and then cross the knee over your body. So that's going to stack your hips, one on top of the other. And then you look away from your knees. Yeah, so that arm can be open. Or if you need more comfort in the season, hold on to your knee. Just let your hands rest on your belly and knee or thigh. Nice deep breath in and out. And then we'll switch. So bring the other knee in nice and close. We want to hug it tight and then rock your ankle both directions. If you enjoy the feeling of flexing your other foot, I invite you to flex it for a moment. And then lift that ankle into the air, hold behind, one more big ankle roll both ways. And then just relax. Let your hamstring open. And with barre, we work so much on sculpting. Stretching is so important. So I invite you to do these stretches multiple times, not just at this moment. So give yourself a break, especially in times where, it feels like this, where everything is uncertain. The one thing that you do know is how you care for your body. So give yourself these moments of care anytime you can. Inhale. And exhale, let your leg open. Elbow to the floor and just catch it. So it's a nice gentle opening into the inner thigh. Other hand can hold the hip in place if that helps you or comforts you. And then breathe deeply. Can you relax around your jaw and your face? Nice deep breath. And just one more. And then bring that in. Bend the knee, tuck the toes behind the opposite leg, and cross the knee over so your hips stack. And then your arm can be out, or you can touch your belly again for that comfort. And really scan your body. What needs comforted and cared for? And can you relax and rest the muscles that seem to grip, even if it's just slightly? And then gently come back. This time I want you to hug your knees, and you're going to lift your tail and head. So it's going to lengthen your back into a rounded shape. Inhale, really lift, 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 and then exhale. As if you were sitting in a chair, I want you to cross your knees like you're sitting cross-legged. So it might not get there. This doesn't have to look perfect. Then you're going to flex your feet and hold on to your ankles and pull them in opposite directions. So I know it's a lot going on at once. But what it does is open up the outside of your glutes where you really worked in what we call the pretzel. We did the standing pretzel today, the leg back. Nice deep breath, tailbone, relaxed, and then switch, other side. Flex the feet, guide the knees apart, or together, feet apart. Inhale, and exhale, let that go. So one more deep twist. I want your arms to be out, and then just drop the knees to one side as you ground your shoulder. Take a nice deep breath in, and then really exhale. And then we'll switch. Inhale up, and exhale the other direction. Nice deep breath in, and then really exhale. And just a couple moments on the mat. I want you to put your feet out, and then knees rock together. Unless you want full Shavasana, you can go there. Take one hand high, so that can be right below the left side of your chest. You might feel your heartbeat. And the other hand low on your belly. And if you feel comfortable, close your eyes and exhale to feel gravity's pull. And I want you to rest into it today. So let the muscles that just worked relax. And feel the warmth of the heartbeat and the rhythm of your breath. And just notice how right now you are so supported. The ground's got you, it's lifting you up. Your breath and your heartbeat is continuing inside of your body. Everything around you is supporting you, even the air as it comes in and then goes back out, surrounding you. You're not alone in this season. You are cared for, and you can feel it here. Now, what in your body needs cared for? Can you let that part of you be held? Whether it's held by the ground, or your heartbeat, your breath, or the air, or the God that sustains it all. Really let that part of you be cared for a moment. And then gently roll to one side. So if you roll to your right side, they say that helps you stay calm and relaxed. If you roll to your left, that might help you wake up. And so just take a moment and feel the ground and how you're being held. You don't have to hold yourself up right now. And take a couple more breaths. What in your practice do you want to take with you the rest of your day and into tomorrow? What are you grateful for that you just did? What about your body are you grateful for? One more deep breath, just feeling it, letting go of effort. And then when you're ready, exhale and push forward. And before we come up, we're going to hover onto the balls of the feet so the heels are lifted, and that's going to stretch your calves. And I also invite you to really let your chest rest against your legs, and in that hug, especially during the season, maybe when you have more time alone, this is a really comforting stretch. And allow your breath and your own hug to be a place of comfort, solidarity, and togetherness. And do you really feel your breath in and out? And when you're ready, hips are going to lift. Inhale, roll up nice and slow. We're going to finish wide. So you can stand wide on your mat, knees bend, and 3 deep breaths. Inhale up. Exhale, dive down, round the back. Breathe in. And exhale. Last time. Breathe in. And let it go. Great job. So that was awesome. If you finished the whole way through, I am proud of you. So again, my name is Rachel Heisey. And in normal life, I teach at West End Yoga right now at 7:30 a.m. on Saturdays. And I teach yoga at that time. And then I teach a monthly bar class with yoga that is more of a workshop where I really help your posture get aligned. So I just love that. I super miss you. I am posting regularly on my Facebook page, YogaBreathePray, as well as my YouTube channel, YogaBreathePray. And you can also support me on Patreon during this time if you're blessed enough. So Yoga, Breathe, Pray everywhere. And I have a podcast under the same name. So I'm just so grateful that you choose to do these practices and take care of your body. That's what matters in this season. We all need one another to be grounded, healthy, and show love to the skin that we're in, especially during trying times. So thanks so much. Be well. And if you want to connect with me, you can find me at yogabreathepray.com or Facebook or anywhere else. Thanks so much. Be well. Bye.